Greetings, everyone and everybody. Welcome to a Thursday edition of Matters of the Heart on iHeartRadio. I am your host, DB. Thank you. Today we're going to talk about, but before we get to that, I would like to give a shout out to all the new people who are starting to listening to my show, especially a new special visitor from Harlem. Welcome. Now on to business. Today we got a lot of stuff to talk about. But but before we get into that, I want to address a couple of things. For some weird reason this keeps coming up. I don't know why, but for some weird reason it's coming up. So I'm going to clarify a lot of things because I get a lot of emails about this. I'm going to clarify a lot of things. I get asked, what do I mean by misuse of sex? Okay, I'll gladly answer that. When I say misuse of sex, I mean sex, it is not meant to be used as a weapon against your mate or your partner or husband or whatever. It is not meant for that. Sex is supposed to be an action between two people who have strong connections with each other. And when you misuse that, consequences happen. Unwanted pregnancy, transmitted diseases. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a real thing. Brothers and sisters, this is a real thing. So I applaud you, please, if you have issues with someone, don't misuse this tool because when you do, it can create a very powerful impact on your life, positive or negative, that's up to you. Thank you. Okay, now, now, one of the first topic, order of business, we're going to discuss the difference between love and lust. A lot of people seem to think that, anyway, sorry about that, and we're back. A lot of people seem to think that just because your partner or mate gives you material things, that means it's love. No, no. Try not to be tricked by that. Material things have nothing to do with love. Material things are just that, material things. Love is when a person shows by their actions. Love is when a person puts you first. Like, how do you know a person loves you? And I get this question like this multiple times a day. I'll answer that. How do you know when a person loves you? When they put you first. How do you know when a person loves you? When they consider what is best for you before themselves. When they consider your feelings over their own. When they know a certain action or situation makes you feel uncomfortable and they choose not to do that because they know it would make you feel unhappy or make you feel uncomfortable. When a person cares about your feelings, that's how you know they love you. Not because they give you some trinket or money or anything else. No, no, that's foolishness. The time you spent with each other is also of importance. When you bond over a mutual connection, or when you bond over a mutual thing that you both like, that is love. When a person sits and tells you and y'all talk about your day with each other, that is love. When a person put his best foot forward to make your special day awesome, when they make that effort to make your special day awesome, that is how you know a person loves you, ladies and gentlemen. When they're willing to go the extra mile for you, when they're willing to go 1,000 yards just to make you happy, that's how you know a person loves you, ladies and gentlemen. That material nonsense, that's all it is. It's just nonsense. Giving you money, that has nothing to do with love. I mean, they can give you money and still don't care if you live or die, or they can give you thousands, 100 trinkets, buy you the most expensive gifts in the world. That doesn't mean he loves you, or that doesn't mean if she loves you. That just means that's doesn't really mean anything. It's just a trinket, a material thing. Now, 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 let's get into another interesting topic: relationships. And I say this a lot, ladies and gentlemen, and this thing happens a lot. Brothers and sisters, when it comes to this type of thing, there's one thing we need to look at and we need to learn. Before you can be honest with anyone, you got to be honest with yourself. If you know you're not mentally ready to get into a relationship, don't get into one. If they truly love you, they will understand. They will wait until you're ready. They will truly understand because it's like when you get into a relationship and knowing that you're not mentally ready, you're not being honest with yourself, and also you're not being honest with them. And that's not fair to yourself or your mate. And that leads to more trouble than what it's worth. So, in future references, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, and I know a lot of people are listening out there, and I want everybody to hear me when I say this, and I mean everyone to hear me when I say this. When you know you're not mentally ready to get into a relationship, don't get into a relationship. Be honest with your mate. Be honest with your love interest. If they truly love you, they will understand. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, another thing, honesty. I hear a lot of people say that, oh, I love my man, I love my man, or I love my girl, but then they have more than one girl. No, 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 no. That, stop that. Then I hear the same excuses, oh, I'm not doing anything with another girl. I'm not. No, no, no. Stop that. That's total nonsense and BS. First of all, number one, if you truly, if so-called in love with that person, there would be no need to have another significant other or a side piece that a lot of people are calling it now. There'd be no need for that. So once again, this falls under the same category. Be real with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Because believe me, if you can't be honest with yourself, nobody else is going to be honest with you. And I say that, and I, and I say this to my brothers and sisters out there, because a lot of people get this wrong. A lot of people mess this up. Be real, be honest with yourself before, because if you're not honest with yourself, nobody's going to be honest with you. And mean what you say and say what you mean. Don't say one thing but mean something else, because that confuses things and it brings unnecessary drama. And most importantly, people are not going to take you seriously if you're doing things like that. So I've always, so I recommend, ladies and gentlemen, be real, be true to yourself. Don't do things that you know is going to cause drama, that you know is going to cause an issue. And be honest with your mate. Be honest. And one of the reasons why I say be honest is that if you know that you wouldn't like your mate taking gifts from the opposite sex, then why would you do that to him? See, there's a rule going out there, and I'm sure a lot of us heard it. Don't do unto anybody else that you wouldn't want be done to you. That basically means if you know you would have a problem with your boyfriend or girlfriend taking gifts from the opposite sex, then why would you do that? See, a relationship is a two-way street. It's a partnership, ladies and gentlemen. It's not a one-sided thing. So be true to yourself and be honest with yourself. If you know that your mate wouldn't like that, why do it to them? If you know you wouldn't like that, if your mate do it to you, then why do it to them? Be true and be honest. And if your heart, and this is another important thing, if you're not serious about the relationship as your mate is, make sure, be upfront about that. Don't, I mean, if your mate is all in and you're not, and you treat it like it's not really that big of a deal, be honest, because believe me, that's going to cause unnecessary issues that don't need to happen. Trust me, I've been there. I know what that's like. So trust me when I tell you, ladies and gentlemen, and this goes out to all my brothers and sisters out there who are listening. Be true to yourself. Be true to your mate. Wasting time, because by misleading is is another word for lying. And when you mislead your mate on, you're wasting their time and yours. So don't waste each other's time. Be real with each other. Be honest. Thank you. Thank you. Now, like I said, moving on. Matters of the heart. I created Matters of the Heart for to as a platform to help understand people's problems out there and let them know that they're not alone. That a lot of people has been through what they've been through. That they're not alone. And that here is a judge-free platform. So I come here talk about my experiences in the romance world, and believe me, I have stories I can tell you that will blow your mind, but that's for another time, ladies and gentlemen. Well, as our time is winding down, I would like to thank everybody for joining me tonight. You guys have been a great audience, and thank you, thank you, thank you. And always remember, you can always catch Matters of the Heart, 5 p.m. every Friday after Russell Talk Radio on DBN Network. So until next Friday, so long, everybody. Stay well. Peace out.